Alright, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Well, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. My name is Dawad. I'm from the GMS camp in London Central, London. I'd like to say Barakatha to the elders. Barakatha to all the Akim out there pushing forward the truth in sincerity and continual diligence. And I'd like to say Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahawashi, our King, our Savior, our Shepherd, our Savior, man. And basically, this is a little show that I'm putting on for the brothers that are new. You know, you see, if you haven't seen all the brothers putting out all the videos out there about the truth of the Bible, you know, how you, the Israelites, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Negroes, Puerto Ricans, so-called West Indians, all the so-called Latinos, man. Alright, Mexicans, Brazilians, and American Negroes and Haitians. You're the true Israel. You're the Israelites, the people of the Bible. When you read about the people of the Bible, you're the people. If you haven't seen the videos that the brothers have been putting up, then you know what planet have you been on, man? You know, this is basically a show just to like make you understand, to build your faith, man, to make you understand what you have to have your faith in. What is the nature of your faith? People talk about faith. You know, I have to have faith in Jesus. First and foremost, what you gotta know is that's not his name. His name is Yahawashi. We should all know that by now. Yahawashi. That's the name of the man who people ignorantly call Jesus. Alright? Now, what is the nature of your faith? Why should I have faith in the Lord? Why? Well, this the show just to put it on for you, man. We're gonna start with the 2 Peter's. This is the book of 2 Peter's, chapter 3, verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. You speaking here, Peter speaking here, the head apostle. Around 2,000 years ago, when the Lord Yahawashi walked on earth, he was a so-called Negro. He had many disciples, around 70, but it made it where it dropped down to 12. And who was the head apostle? Peter was the head apostle. Now Peter is writing a letter, man, to all the beloved. So that's a differentiation right there. You've got the elect, aka the beloved. Alright, the brothers out there that have ears to hear, that you can see what it is that we're talking about. You know, the Most High don't open up your spiritual mind to receive the words that the prophets are trying to tell you, edify you about. And then you have the 2/3, man. Alright, which are basically the wicked, man, the wicked of our people. And Paul's writing to stir up your pure minds, man. Meaning, Most High looking for pure minds, man. New bottles, man. You can't pour old wine into a new bottle. You know, we're not looking for Jakes coming in the truth, talking about they want to mix Islam with the scriptures. We're not dealing with that. All right. You know. Yeah, brother. Yes. You know. I got some books. I got books at home. Maybe if I get my books, you got your books. We can try and mix. I'm not doing that, man. You're pure minds. Alright? Unto the pure, all things are pure, man. Alright? And by way of remembrance. So people talk about that those scriptures were in those days. That was 2,000 years ago. That was 3,000 somewhat years ago, man. No. You have to. In fact, let me get that, man. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So you gotta have hope, man. Your hope is built up by the things that have been written aforetime. And they've all been written for our learning, man. So through patience, alright, that we might have hope. Alright? Because 2,000 years ago, man, you had the prophets like Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, even David himself, King David, prophesied about the downfall of America. Did that happen back when they were prophesying? No, it didn't. So those things that were written back then, those prophecies that are written by our ancestors, our great ancestors, all them thousands of years ago, were written for our learning right now. So we might have hope that and faith that these things are going to happen, man. So back in 2 Peter. I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets. There you go. There you go, man. And the prophets, you never had no different nations of people. They're all prophets, all Israelites. All descendants of Jacob, man. And of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts. And you see that all the time, man. You walk out in the streets, people are going after their own lusts. You know, they see us, the prophets, out there preaching whatever day of the week we're preaching on, and they scoff, man. They make a mockery of us. They scorn us, you know. So that's fulfillment of prophecy right there. Said that there will be scoffers, man. And the last days started 2,000 years ago. When the Lord came on earth, he said, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Talking about the scriptures, man. Talk about this truth, man. Talking about this truth, this scriptures, man. That ushered in the end of Esau's this world at the time, man. That ushered in the beginning. All right, of the end. The end of Esau's dominion, his rulership. Esau, the so-called white man, the Edomites, the wicked. But now, and even the Lord himself was prophesying about what would happen in the latter days, man, the end of the last days. There'll be earthquakes, rumors of war. I mean, we should all know that by now. Even these simple people in church, they know that. They know that technically they're in the last days. You know? Earthquakes, rumors of war. You see what's going on there in the Middle East. You see all the American troops or NATO gathering down there. The Most High is making it where these different armies, man, they're having strife with one another, man, in the Middle East, which is the valley of Yahawashi.